Hey, YouTube. First ride of the season. Me and my girlfriend took the Dark Horse out. We went for about 5 hours. First ride of the season. Went all out. 5 hours. Suspension on the bike, perfect. Bike had a lot of power. Ran great. There were a lot of bikes out today. I smelled something burning. I know what it was. And it went away. And I noticed the problem until later on at the end. When I was riding, it seemed like the bike was getting louder. It's just I've been on the bike for 5 hours. That's what the problem was. I don't know how these guys ride around the world on a bike, because 5 hours, I don't care what kind of seat I get. I'm pretty much done. Anyway, it was a good ride. It was comfortable. Bike ran great. We stopped because I couldn't. She said something. I couldn't hear her. Shut the bike off. Turned it back on. And it was like had that dead battery sound. I'm like, okay, that's not good. So I jumped the bike. We got it home. All right, I got to see what's wrong with it. All right, so it's either the Slater or the regulator. I'm hoping it's the regulator, because that Slater thing it's difficult. It's down in there. I got this thing sealed up really, really well. I don't want to mess with that. You know what I mean? I got it. The gasket sealant, it's almost like glue. So I took the bike apart, as you can see, because the regulator is down in here, right there, that black thing. So, sorry, excuse me. I took the wire off right here, and I got my tester. I love this tester. It's automatic. Just push the button, does everything for you. So I'll show you what I found. This wire goes to the Slater. Those yellow wires. I gotta test those wires. You got the ground, the black, and the white is the power. So I take my handy dandy tester and I plug in. It should ring. Now the Slater has these the windings. If the windings break, it won't do anything. See how it's zero? Really checking continuity. That's what we're doing. See, like this. It should ring like that. Okay, so let's see what we got. Put one in here. We'll go with this one. Looking through the camera, it's kind of crazy. Oops. See? That's one. That's good. Let's check the other one. So that's, get in there. I'm gonna do it with one hand, it's kind of crazy. That's good. So that means the windings there's no break in there. So that's good. So that means the Slater is good. If anyone on YouTube, you guys watching the video, says, no, you did that wrong, let me know. I'm pretty sure it's right. So that means the regulator is bad. That's nothing. Take out the gas tank, 2 bolts, that black thing right here, and a bolt here, a bolt on the other side. Pull this off, put the new one on, plug this wire back, plug this wire back in there, and we are good. See, you can barely see the connection down in there. But I'll pull the gas tank off. I'm just showing you how this goes. This goes right down in there, like that. I got my hand through the gas tank, and I feel like taking it off. So that's it. Other than that, the bike ran great. Thinking about the KLR, man, it's pretty easy to work on. The parts don't cost a whole lot of money, you know. I know you got the fuel injection bikes, like the WR250. That's a whole nother problem. When you got check engine lights on that thing, something goes wrong with that, you might as well call a tow truck or a taxi. You're done. KLR is like an old car from the 80s, you know. Carbureted, spark, fuel, and air. It'll start, you know. These new cars, doesn't matter. Spark, fuel, air, it's more complicated. You know, get all these gadgets and bells and whistles. So that's what's good about the KLR. I have a really good battery in here. I replaced everything in here. I got a really expensive battery, so that's what got us home. If you get a cheap battery, and let's say your regulator goes bad, or your Slater, and for those who don't know, Slater's like an alternator, you know. It creates the charge, and like an old car, old truck, that's how it was. You had a regulator on the side of your alternator, which regulates your power, your voltage, you know. You get high voltage from your alternator coming up, and the regulator regulates it and puts it down, like something like that. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The KLR is like an older car. You know, it's really easy to work on. These newer cars, forget about it. Those things break down. You're at the mercy of the mechanic. Sometimes mechanics don't even know. They guess on your cars. It's crazy. Anyway, we had a good time. Bike ran great. Suspension, perfect. I mean, it hit potholes. It was just great. Went off-road. It was great. And I usually ride two up, me and her. We ride together. When she's not around, then I ride with my friends. And the bike ran great. The Eagle Mike Jet Kit, it was good. It was good. With two up, me and her on the bike, I'm pushing 75. And I pushed it up to 80 a couple times. Bike was solid. And it felt like it can go faster. It was crazy. And I got stock gearing on here. So I don't think I was gonna go a smaller tooth in the front, make it have more speed on the highway, but I don't need it. I'm two up and I'm pushing 75, pushing 80 a little bit with no problem at all. No problem. You know, barely hitting the throttle. When I gun it, I can go over 80 easy on two people. I think that's really good. So my gearing is great. Kawasaki hit a home run with the gearing. So I'm not going to touch that. And everything was working great. Now, of course, you guys know I rebuilt the bike over the winter. So when we went out for the first ride, I'm like, did I tighten this? Did I tighten that? I'm looking at the bolts for the tires. Everything's going through my head, you know? But everything was good. Everything was good. All right, just want to show you guys and tell you guys what happened. No big deal. I think that regulator is like off eBay, off Amazon. So I think it's like $60, maybe $40. You go to Kawasaki, of course, it's more money, probably double. So everything is good. All right, man-made things, and I'll talk to you guys later. We rode 142 miles. First day. Every time I fill the gas tank up, I hit the trip counter. And one thing I will buy, I have two, they call cigarette lighters. One's for my phone. I never use this one because it's too close to my RAM mount. So I'm gonna take this out and get a voltage regulator, voltage tester gauge here. So if I had that, the voltage gauge, that would have told me the bike's not charging. So I'm gonna get that when I buy the regulator. I'm gonna put it right here. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Talk to you later.